You're moisturizing your hair too much. I used to think that I needed to moisturize my hair every single day, but after changing a few things, my hair stayed moisturized for 8 days without a single touch-up. So now I think that a lot of naturals aren't under moisturizing their hair. They are treating the wrong problem. And in this video, I will show you my moisturizing routine and share some of the things that might be stealing your moisture quietly and leaving your hair bone dry. But first, let me show you step by step how I moisturize my hair when it is really dry, just as in this video. So I had finished washing my hair this day like 4 days ago, and I couldn't moisturize it that day because I was really busy. I personally like to moisturize my hair when I am not in a haste, so that way I am not like, handling my hair roughly in a bit to finish up quickly and move on to something else. So what I like to do first when my hair is dry like this is to saturate it with water to avoid that kinking sound of breakage when touching my hair dry. Sometimes I do this in the shower, that is, I pour water on my hair while bathing so that when I am ready to work on my hair it will be soft enough. But other times when I am lazy, such as today, I saturate my hair with spray water instead until I feel my hair is damp enough to work with without breaking, or at least minimal breaking. So as it is now, it is okay. The next thing I do after dampening my hair is to part my hair in sections. I prefer to work in sectioned parts to prevent or to minimize breakage as much as possible. Now imagine this: you're grabbing hair, you're moisturizing, you're combing. Meanwhile, the body is on this line and the hand and the leg is on the other hand. What is going to happen, especially when you start combing? You're going to definitely, cut the hair because it is hair and it is fragile. Okay, I know that some naturals have dense hair. However, no matter how dense your hair is, if you're not being intentional, you can still cut your hair. Okay, so I'm always being mindful and trying to eliminate breakage as much as possible, because the truth of the matter is, if your hair is not breaking, I'm telling you, in 1 year you will be amazed at the length of hair that you will be able to achieve. So while I am parting my hair, if I run into any snag, I will drop the comb and use my finger to separate it before continuing. Okay. So here is the main deal. The method that I actually use in moisturizing my hair is the LCO method. Okay, and my L, which stands for liquid, today is plain water. Okay, sometimes I do add a little glycerin in my liquid. Sometimes I use aloe vera juice. Sometimes I can use rose water, and sometimes I use infused herbal water. But it's been a while since I used any other thing other than plain water, or plain water with a little bit of glycerin. So when I apply my water, I like to go in and work the water in, making sure that it is penetrating my hair completely. Now after working the water in, the next thing I'll do is to apply my leave-in conditioner, which is my C, which stands for cream. Okay, so I apply my leave-in conditioning cream, and I always prefer a leave-in conditioner with aqua, which is water, as the main ingredient, because let me tell you the truth, your hair needs water at every point in time. If you can give your hair enough water, it is going to thrive. Okay, so the next step in the LCO method is the O, which is the oil, but in my own case I'm going to be using butter. Now the reason why I prefer butter to oil is because butter gives me a much better hold. So I've tried sealing with oil and I have tried sealing with butter, and my preference is butter because I've noticed that my hair stayed moisturized much longer with butter than with oil. Sometimes when I even use oil, I still used to go ahead and add butter again, but then after a while I just decided to just replace oil entirely with butter, because that's like wasting product, right? We are being minimal. So another thing that I do is to apply the same butter on the ends of my hair, because this helps to to seal the ends. The ends of the hair is actually like the oldest part of our hair, and sometimes it gets neglected a whole lot. So that extra layer of cream concentrated on your ends is going to help your ends stay moisturized much more, because the ends tends to dry out faster than the rest of the hair. Now, after applying butter on my hair, the next part is combing. So please, when you're combing your hair, always start from the ends of your hair, okay? And if you notice, when I am applying my product, I'm always working it in. When I apply my liquid, I work it in. When I apply my leave-in conditioner, the same thing. And that is because sometimes the products that you apply on your hair might just sit on your hair, especially if you have like a low porosity hair. Now, taking your time to gently work it in will give your hair the best result. When you're applying your products on your hair, please don't be in a hurry. Sometimes it can take me up to 1 hour to 2 hours moisturizing my dry hair, and that is why I don't do that when I am in a hurry. If I have any urgent things I need to do in a few moments, I don't even attempt to touch my hair unless I want to just work some parts and then come back and continue. Now back to combing. Please comb in layers and be gentle too, because you're not at war with your hair, right? Alright, so after combing my hair, I'll put my hair in bantu knots. When it comes to hairstyles that has given me the best moisture retention, then bantu knots and braids are my go-to, because these two styles, when I have them on, my hair can stay moisturized for more than 7 days. So now that I am done with this section, I'm going to move on to the next. And the process is literally the same. But before we move forward, let me show you what my hair looks like on the day 8. So from the first section that I have taken down, you could see that my hair still felt soft to the touch. And then when I tried combing, I could pass the comb through with just a few passes, which to me is okay considering how tangled my hair can be sometimes. And taking a close look at my hair, you could see that there is little to no frizz at all. Like I could actually go a day or two without needing to re-moisturize. I also took one section down from the back and the result was the same, if not better. I mean, this was not a day 1 moisture. This was actually day 8. Now, if my hair can be like this after 1 week, I'm telling you, your hair can also be like this too. So I'm going to share with you some of the things that might be stealing your moisture quietly. But before we go there, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, okay? And subscribe to this channel to see more videos like this one. Thank you very much. I truly appreciate it. Now, if you notice that your hair is losing moisture every single day, you should ask yourself, why is it losing moisture so fast? And these are the things that I would investigate first. For a natural who experiences dry hair, it is possible that you are not deep conditioning so often or as often as you should, or that you are not using the right deep conditioner that is suitable for your hair. Because personally, I experienced a difference when I started deep conditioning my hair properly. Talking about the shine, the bounce, and the softness that proper deep conditioning can give to your hair. And to think that you don't actually have to break your bank to achieve this, you can actually DIY your own deep conditioner at home and it will still give you good results, okay? Now in my channel, I have lots of videos on deep conditioner. You can just check and pick any one that you feel is okay for you. Another thing that could be causing dryness to your hair is hard water. A lot of us are not paying much attention to this, but hard water can actually cause your hair more harm than you think. I remember when I was living in my former compound where we were using like a borehole water and the water was salt water. As time goes on, the effects of the hard water started showing on my cooking pots and kettles, even the buckets that we are using to shower in the bathroom. In fact, all the containers that we were using to store these hard waters all had these white hard particles around it, and when you're washing off the containers, you will be seeing the salt like white particles underneath the container, which is the residues from the hard water. Now imagine this on your natural hair. What do you think will happen over time? Of course, it will lead to more dryness and breakage. So what I did back then when I was living in this compound was I will go ahead and wash my hair with the hard water, then I'll use like a full cup of drinking water and rinse my hair afterwards. Though it might not wash off all the hard water completely, but it is much better. So if you're living in a compound where hard water is like your regular water, don't panic. You can also use your drinking water and rinse off your hair after washing your hair with the hard water. Please don't neglect the effect of hard water on our natural hair. I'm telling you, like after seeing what it did to my containers, I believe that it can do more damage to our natural hair than we actually anticipated. Another thing that might be stealing your moisture without you knowing is actually sleeping without your bonnet on. As much as this has been talked about, even me, I still used to make the mistake of sometimes sleeping without putting on my bonnet or covering my hair. But it is important, especially if you're experiencing dryness, always try to cover your hair when you are about to lay your head down somewhere, or even when you're relaxing at home. Just throw on your bonnet. You don't know when you're going to feel like to lie down on the couch or on the bed that has like a cotton fabrics on. Another culprit could be your product choice. If you are using a particular product for your hair and you still notice that it leaves your hair dry after a while, please make sure to switch. I mean, it is okay to explore, shop different products until you land on the one that you feel will give your hair the best results. Another thing to look out for is your pattern. Are you moisturizing on dry hair or on a damp hair? Even though a leave-in conditioner contains water, I always like to spray my hair with water first, like dampen my hair with water first before I put the leave-in conditioner. Then I seal with my butter. Please use this 3 process: liquid first, cream, and then oil or whatever to seal your hair. Okay, and then the last one is the sealing. If you use oil and you notice that after a while your hair gets dry, then why not experiment with butter? I mean, there is no harm. It's not going to endanger your hair after just one use. And you cannot tell what your hair prefer or what your hair likes without actually trying out different things. Before you cross out all these 6 lists, I'm sure you will find your answer. Because for me, healthy moisture isn't about how often I add products, but about how long my hair can keep the moisture in. Okay, this is the amount of hair that I lost after detangling my entire hair, and look at how my hair looked after I finished putting my hair in the bantu knot. So now I'm going to show you how I remoisturize my hair after 8 days. So when it comes to remoisturizing my hair, the process goes by very fast, because at this point my hair is not actually dry. So my remoisturizing process goes by like this. I finger detangle the section that I want to moisturize first. Then I spray my hair with water just a little bit to dampen it, and then I follow up with my leave-in conditioner just a little bit as well, and then I seal with my butter, and that is all. Sometimes I don't even put anything on my scalp again. After I finish sealing my hair with the butter, I'll put it whichever style that I want to put it on, or I'll continue with the previous style that it was in. Okay, now if my hair is already in a protective style, the process of remoisturizing is still the same. Dampen my hair first, apply leave-in conditioner, apply sealant, which in my own case is butter, and that is all. And honestly, remoisturizing my hair this way sometimes takes me less than 20 minutes, and that is because I am not doing much work, and that is also because I am not letting my hair dry out completely before reapplying moisture. Alright my loves, I hope that you truly enjoyed this video. I hope that you pick 1 or 2 things from this video. If you did, please let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and if you have any question to ask me, please leave the questions in the comment section and I'll be sure to answer them as quickly as I can. And please my love, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, okay? And please subscribe to my channel for more content like this very one. And as always, before we go, here is the verse of today, which is taken from Isaiah chapter 40 verse 28, and it reads, "Have you not known? Have you not heard? The Lord is the everlasting God, the creator of the ends of the earth. He does not faint or grow weary. His understanding is unsearchable. He gives power to the faint, and to him who has no might, he increases in strength." Isaiah 40 verse 28 to 29. And so my loves, until I come your way next time, please take care of your amazing self, and see ya.